Hello friends, this is Sukhmani from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today's video is very special because I am going to share with you the latest announcement done by Minister. So there are a set of information which Honourable Minister Sean Fraser shared recently, just 2 days back, and these are very valuable piece of information. So I will share everything with you, but before that I request, if you have not subscribed to the channel so far, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips and tricks on this channel. If you like the video, share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. Please watch the video till the very end because lots of small announcements are there which can be very beneficial for you. So let's get started on today's video without further delay. Here is important announcement by Canada's Immigration Minister, Honourable Sean Fraser. So before I get started on this information, right, Minister has given information what has been done so far, what is the current status, what is planned, what is done, what is planned. Both things have been shared. So let's get started on this. So the first thing, the highlights from the Minister's speech. So Minister focused on certain points and these points I'm sharing with you. The first and the foremost thing Honourable Minister said, Canada's immigration system, they will try to strengthen it. It's one of the best immigration system in the world, but they will further try to strengthen and better it. Now, the second thing, not just they acknowledge that there are backlogs, but they also said they are committed to reducing the backlogs. So that's second thing. Third thing, post-pandemic, there was a huge labor shortage in Canada, which Canada is still witnessing. So they said their policies will be such that they will address the labor shortage. Another thing, client experience. So client experience means once you put your application into the system, how is your experience of putting the application into the system and post your application after that. So that is called client experience. They said we'll try to improve that client experience. And lastly, reuniting families. When we say reuniting families, right, we come here in Canada for betterment of our life and our kids' life, but sometimes our parents get left behind. So that's where reuniting families comes into play, and Minister said they are committed towards reuniting the family. These are the focus points. Now, backlog, as I said, is the key point which was addressed. The first thing we need to understand, what is backlog? This is a very important thing, and what is its current status? So backlog, if applications are processed within a service standard, each application has a service standard, right? Express entry has a 6-month service standard, right? Similarly, your study permits, certain study permits have a 1-month study service standard. If the applications are processed within that service standard, then it is not a backlog. However, if applications are not processed within the service standard, they are considered as backlog. What happened during the pandemic is that IRCC backlog tripled, 3 times, tripled. The latest numbers from IRCC is 2.7 million of backlog is there altogether. This was starting July, this was there. Now, starting July, 2.7 was there, but coming end of July, the number reduced to 2.4 million. So that is the amount of reduction they have done recently. Now, this 2.4 million, I am giving you the breakdown of each category. So the breakdown of each category is like this. Temporary residence, 1.4 million. So temporary residence includes study permit, visitor visa, super visa, work permit. 1.4 million applications are pending with IRCC. Permanent residence, So permanent residence includes your application for express entry, PNPs, all these categories, right? For self-employed categories, startup visa, all these are permanent residence applications. So these applications, even the pilot programs like caregiver, etc. So these are total 639,000. Then citizenship. So citizenship, 379,000 applications are pending with IRCC. Total, if you add, it will come to 2.4 million. 2.4 million applications are pending with IRCC. So as per IRCC projection, 1.1 million, almost half of it they will be able to meet within the service standard, remaining half they will not be able to meet in the service standard. So this is the information shared. Now another important point is reasons for delay. So some reasons you are aware definitely, like one reason is pandemic. So because of the pandemic there was extreme shortage of staff and a lot of issues, so pandemic is the number one reason. Then humanitarian crisis. Humanitarian crisis, whether it is a war between Russia or Ukraine, whether it is Afghanistan crisis, or whether it is any other kind of humanitarian crisis, Canada is always first to help. So their attention gets focused there. So that is why that is also a reason for delay. Aging technology, that's the third point. So aging technology, although technology wise Canada is very advanced, but still technology is something which is ever changing. So Canada is investing a lot of money into newer technologies like data analytics, cloud technologies, like online portals, like advanced analytics. All these things they are trying to do for the betterment and for the speedy processing. So the changes to the aging technology will be done. There is a huge commitment. Other country policies are also creating backlog in Canada. So many other countries like Australia, UK, a lot of Europe countries, they have almost stopped immigration. So because of that, what happens? Canada witnessed a higher than usual interest in their country, and number of applications also exceeded because no other country is available. So people tend to go towards Canada. So that is also a higher interest, is also number of applications are creating delay. Now, what is the steps which have been taken so far by Canadian government to reduce the backlog? So first and very important step which has been taken is 85 million funding has been provided to the Canada's Immigration Department so that they can use this funding and make a better system, better processing, hire new people. So this is already being done. 85 million funding has been provided by the federal government. 500 new staff has already been hired, and then digitalization of applications, online system. So a lot of applications, the paperwork is reduced. Earlier we used to make a bundle and send this bundle to IRCC. If something is there, IRCC comes back and tells us, oh, this is missing, or this is add-on things they require. So this paperwork is eliminated, and a lot of applications have become digitalized, online application system. More than 15 lines of business have become digital intake now. So many technology-based solutions have been implemented, like as I said, cloud technologies, data analytics, and a lot of other artificial intelligence. All these have been used for the betterment and speedy processing of the applications. So data analytics I have already mentioned to you, been used. So what are more steps which are going to be taken? So Minister announced that 1,250, so total, I'll repeat the number, 1,250 new employees will be hired by end of fall. End of fall is this October 2022. So when you have more staff, your capacity increases to process. So more staff will be hired, higher capacity, higher processing will be there, and speedy results will be coming in. So this is something which has been planned, right? Steps taken so far and steps planned. Now, another important thing, what are the major policies which has been changed? So first thing which has happened recently, which happened and you are seeing the fruits of that now, is the resumption of General Express Entry draws. 6th July 2022 General Express Entry draws have started almost like after 2 years. So they have restarted, and you know, people can see that CRS score is dropping, number of applicants are increasing. So all this is happening, right? So this is one of the first policies. The second policy, which has never happened before in the history, postgraduate work permit is only given once, never extended. But this new policy has given extension of postgraduate work permit for 18 months. So I have a complete video, I've shared the complete video on that. This is the new policy which Minister is mentioning here. So one, he mentioned about express entry. Two, he mentioned about extension of postgraduate work permit for international graduates who have, you know, temporarily expired their status and can now stay longer in Canada. So other thing is temporary policy which allows the visitors to change their status from visitor to work permit. So I have a complete video on visitor to work permit status, how you can change it, LMIA based. So important part is that this policy is extended and it will be till February 2023. And you don't have to leave Canada to change your status. You can stay within Canada. You don't have to do flag polling or anything. Within Canada, you can do this. So TR to PR, here I want to take, for the next point, I want to take a minute from your side. So TR to PR came last year. Lot of people got benefit of this. They got PR, they are so happy. You know, many of my previous clients we meet and they always come with a smile. They say, you know what, this was a great thing. We got the PR card and we are much happier now. But many people, you know, whatever the reasons are, maybe they are a little relaxed or reluctant to apply and they lost that chance. So round 2 is also coming very soon. Somewhere in mid of September, round 2 is expected for TR to PR. What the format will be, I have no idea. Nobody has the idea. But be ready with all your documents, with your IELTS, so that you don't miss this chance. This is the final chance, round 2, TR to PR. Super visa. So I have shared this information also. Super visa timeline has been extended. Earlier it was only valid for 2 years. Now it will be for 5 years plus 2 years extension. So that new policy is also there. So these are the policies the minister shared, that they have recently done these policies for betterment of people. So online application tracker for family class applications, that's also been created. So you can now see where your application is using the online application tracker for family class. This is only for the family class applications. So these are the major policies. Now, achievement so far. This is also very important. Here minister shared what they have achieved so far. So when initially in 2021, Canadian government created a record. That record was 400,000 plus new PRs. Never in the Canadian history in 1 year 400 plus thousand people have been made PR. So that record was established in 2021. Canadian government want to do the betterment of this record. They want to do better of this record which they have created, and for 2022 they came up with a very ambitious target of 431,000 new PR, 431 new PR which was planned. Now out of that they have already achieved more than half. 275,000 people have been granted PR so far. And IRCC is confidently saying they are on their track to meet the ambitious target of 431,000 people. So that will be achieved and it will be a new record which will be happening. So IRCC in 2021 issued almost 200,000 work permits. But can you believe, in 2022, so far till July, they have already issued 349,000, almost like double of the numbers of 2021. So till July they have already issued this much and more to come. So 350,000 work permits were issued so far. Another thing, study permits. So study permits, Canadian government had issued so far 360,000. I am repeating the number, and this number is for those who are saying, oh, Canada is closed, you know, they are not admitting people. It's totally a lie. Totally a lie. Right? Look at the numbers. 360,000. 360,000 study permits have been issued so far, July 31st. This is 31% higher than 2021. Another record, right? So for more announcements which are likely to come in weeks and months coming soon, so more announcements are related to workers. They will be soon seeing another TRtoPR program, which I have already mentioned to you. And very soon, we also hope that we'll also get parents and grandparents reuniting families, as Minister mentioned. So that thing will also come, parents and grandparents program. And better immigration system, launch of more portals or more online applications. These things are also anticipated. So for any other information related to any kind of Canadian visa or immigration, you can reach out to our office, make an appointment. You want to discuss your case, make an appointment, and our office is in Brampton. Address, email ID, phone numbers, everything is shared here with you. Very important thing, if you have not subscribed to the channel so far, please consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.